sunglasses. So, da, 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 da. So I can't really read the comments. So anyway, I'm doing the walking, talking, like live stream. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to share like some things that I'm into and the way that long hair works in my life. So anyway, I'm wearing space buns. I actually wore my hair up today. People are always like, why don't you wear your hair up more? Well, first off, to be honest though, I still haven't invested in hair sticks. So when I put my hair up, I do use large, like the jumbo bobby pins. And I know people say that can be damaging, and I do have concerns like when I wear my hair up, like this is cute, but I don't want to do it every day, right? And it is really cute, like it works out really well, but it's so bright on the walk home. But the thing is, I can't see your comments because I'm wearing sunglasses. The thing is about it, um, yeah, I just don't know how I feel about hair sticks. People who wear them swear by hair sticks, but I just feel like it wouldn't feel as secure. And that's another reason I actually don't like to wear my hair up, even though it's really long. My only complaint is a lot of people say that once your hair gets to knee length, that you kind of, if you're wearing a braid, the ends get damaged. But I don't know if I agree with that either, because I treat my ends well and I try not to stand on them or anything. But yeah, I don't think the ends of your hair get any more damage after a certain length if you wear it in a braid. I don't think that's true than if you put it in a bun. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I mean, maybe for some people, but for me, I actually feel like, because I try to, is it more damaging to wear your hair up or in a braid? You know, everybody has a different opinion on this. This is my take on it. Wearing my hair up does take a little bit more work for somebody like me, because I'm not going to comb my hair like severely to get it up into this hairdo and do it in a super whip. Because, okay, I just listen to a lot of things people say, and people are just all about like speed and precision, and they want to do things in quick time. They want to do things really fast. So I'm not going to like speed through something just to do it fast. So it takes more time to put my hair up in this kind of a style, because I don't know, it just does. And if people think that, I don't really care, because, you know, hey, it's just cute. That's all I can tell you. So it's a cute style. And yeah, you can be very fit, by the way, with super long hair, because I have always been fit. Like, well, due to the pandemic and working with the public, I clean and still do all the things like helping people, buying books, everything I did before. So you can be active and then have extra duties on top of what you do. It's just part of like when you work with the public, it's not like working from home where you're just doing like conferences and things like that. It's a little bit different. So very active, on my feet all day at work. And then I'm a pedestrian, so I choose to walk home because I don't drive. Like, I actually used to do a blog about this, like the pedestrian walking life. And yeah, so I don't drive. Let's see if there's any comments. Yeah, see. I might. I don't know if I'm going to do that later. We'll see. So, I guess I just wanted to do this little live stream to talk about walking in California. People just think of walking in California as like exercise, but a lot of people don't talk about how you can commute on foot. Like, it's possible. You can take, if you want, public transportation, and you can walk, and it is possible. Because I don't know, I just never wanted to drive. I just don't. Like, I was never a driver, and that doesn't really bother me. Like, years ago I had a blog about it, but it's just not a topic that people are very interested in. Most people drive, so they don't get like why somebody wouldn't want to drive. But I can tell you this, like, I've always been very, like, active, you know? So, yeah, walking helps to keep me active. I used to be more active, I will tell you that. Like, I used to ride a bike. So I used to be more active. I'm going to put my sunglasses back on because it's going to get really bright. I used to be more active a few years ago. I kind of became less active over time, but I'm just trying to build back up again, I guess, you know. So this is just my take on, yes, you can have long hair, and yes, you can have long hair and be active. There's a lot of people that are very active with super long hair. I don't know, because I just, like, I don't ever, everybody's got to have their own take on these things, but I just don't think it's necessarily true that you can't be active with super long hair. That's all. But also, my idea of activity is kind of different than other people's, because, okay, years ago, I used to, like, run a little bit, but then, I don't know, I didn't really like it that much because I kind of hurt my knee for a while. After that, I didn't, my knee's better now. I just didn't want to run, so I love walking. And then I rode a bike, but I was never like super gung-ho about it. So I guess over time what it was, I just really got into being super active, like, in my daily life. This is what I believe in when it comes to physical activity. I love to clean my house from top to bottom. Like, actually, I've been thinking about this, like, you don't really need to go to the gym. I know that's kind of controversial, right? But you could, like, totally just clean your house, and this is kind of the way I see it. Like, if I want to do a whole cleaning my house from top to bottom, like, that keeps you active. Like, okay, if you want a certain aesthetic, yes, you do need to go to the gym. I get that. I'm not talking about that. Like, if you are into certain types of workouts, my ideas aren't going to work for you. But in my opinion is, like, let's say you don't really drive, you can just use walking as your workout. Or also too, like, just things I read years ago, like, rather than just always email, like, nowadays people email and they text, like, you can get up and go talk to someone. Like, if they're just the two offices down, like, get up and walk and talk to them in person. Like, you can do that. Like, there's ways you can up your steps. I mean, a lot of these things don't count as much now, I guess, in some things due to the pandemic, but anyhow, yes. So that's just my take. I love to walk, and I love being active in that sense. So yeah, I've always loved walking. Like, I guess this is a little bit of a story time. I always kind of do these walking, talking vlogs because I never really wanted to drive. I took driving lessons many years ago. I was a nervous driver, and I don't know, like, the driving instructor's like, everybody else wants to drive, like, why are you nervous? And I'm like, I just felt nervous. And then I kept thinking about it, like, I just never had, like, this deep desire to drive, and that really bothers some people. Like, they used to get mad at me, and they, like, equated driving with some sort of accomplishment. You know, that's good, it is an accomplishment, but maybe for me, I began to realize over time, you know what, the accomplishment that I have from not driving is I save a lot of money. I don't really know what that means with May 4th. I just call them space buns because I don't really even know anything about Star Wars. I saw it when I was young, but I couldn't tell you much about the series. I think I saw one of them again later, but I don't really know what that means. You can tell us, but um yeah, so I just like to walk and be active, and I feel like, yeah, you can still have long hair and be active, but maybe my ideas about what is active. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks for sharing. So anyway, I will try and do that. If I remember, I'll try and do that. Um, it's a good suggestion. So yeah, I just feel like just be yourself, like when it comes to long hair. I think like with the long hair thing, I had a lot of like, I get it, like I don't think anybody should ever be pressured into cutting their hair or growing their hair longer, but this is my take on the whole growing your long hair long thing. I'm into it. Like I got really into it when I started realizing, okay, the thing that made me really want to grow my hair long is because I realized it's in my genetics. Because my great grandmother, who is my namesake, her name is Juliet, by the way, or was when she was alive. She was much taller than me, though. I'm 5'2", and she was like 6'1". Like she was pretty tall compared to me. But anyway, everybody remembered her having very dark hair. She was mostly of English descent. Like my ancestry is primarily Syrian and English. Like she's from my mom's side of the family. So anyway, everybody remembered her having dark brown hair, and she always wore it in crown braids, and that was like her signature look. Like, yes, my friends, she had a signature look. I know some people think having one style is boring, but she used these tortoiseshell clips and she put her hair up into like these crown braids, and that's what everybody remembered about her. And when I had long hair when I was younger, everybody said I reminded them of my great grandmother. But you know, back then my hair didn't grow beyond like tailbone length because I always wore it loose. But when I started growing my hair long again a few years ago, I realized I want to see how long I can grow my hair. Like, I was still trimming a lot of inches off then, but I always was curious. Like, I don't know, I had this thought in my mind because when I had dabbled in the how shall I put it this way, in the realm of short hair, I wasn't happy. I only tried it because of social pressure. It was something that other people told me would make me more desirable, like with women. Like it was other women, like honestly, like at the time. But I realized I was so unhappy with short hair. Like even though I tried it off and on for a few years, it just wasn't me. Like it made me feel like not myself, really. Like I didn't like the idea of going to a hairstylist, and I never really even went to a hairstylist. So I tried it, and then they would say I didn't go often enough, and I wouldn't like it because like if you went too often, like I felt like you couldn't grow your hair very long. And they kept telling me at the time, even though my hair was mid back length with layers, they kept saying, oh, your hair is so long. Like my hair was just so long for them. But I remember going to one hairstylist with my one friend, and her hair, you know, was short with layers. But there was this woman, this was the thing that kind of changed my mind about how you could have long hair and why do you care what other people think about it, because I never did when I was in high school. It was after high school and college that I started changing my mind because of just things people said about my long hair and the negative comments. Like there were people that were nice about it, but there were so many people that were just nasty, like about a woman having long hair. Like and after I cut my hair, I actually had women, and I think women are just kind of jerks sometimes, like other women, they came up to me and they said I look better with short hair, I look more stylish now, I look more trendy. And I think that's just so rude. Like, and it's happened like every time like I kind of dabbled in this realm of having short hair. Like it would be other women that would say you look better with short hair. Like I think that's so rude. Okay, you know, like you can say somebody looks good, like you can say, oh, I like your new haircut, but okay, I just have a lot of opinions about this hair length thing. Okay, this is my opinion, everybody can have their own opinion. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't read things and like react to stuff, but I'm going to, because people put things out there, and I think it's part of the dialogue about long hair. I don't think that short hairdos make people look fresher, you know? That's just my opinion. I feel like you can do a lot of things with your appearance, your health, that can make you look fresher. I just feel like that's a fallacy, okay? That's my one thought on that. And also, if you want to grow your hair long, do it. Don't be pressured by society or societal standards that make you think you have to have a shorter hair to look more stylish. I don't think long hair makes people look disproportionate either. That's another thing I've heard people say. Like, hair you see on certain lanes makes you look disproportionate, and that women look better with lengths of hair. I don't agree because I think any length of hair can be beautiful, and long hair doesn't make you look any more disproportionate than short hair. I don't believe that certain haircuts flatter certain face shapes because no, like you can do any kind of hairstyle, especially if you're in the updos, and they look pretty on anyone. And I think a lot of this is just okay. I just don't agree with like a lot of just general popular, or not even popular, just trendy opinions about things. So yeah, I have my own take on this stuff, and just wanted to share all that. And thanks for watching.